We move on to Nandita Puri. Nandita, so glad you're here with us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. What an esteemed panel. And
Yes.
very honored and very humble with such an esteemed panel.
Nandita, you have been through a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs. A lot of us have been through a lot of challenges, and you have had those challenges in the public domain. So I would like to ask you, is like, how does one handle situations or tricky situations in the public domain? Means you would have to keep your cool. You have to be how strong? In which aspects do you have to be strong?
Okay, first of all, I come from the other side of the, I'm on the other side of the news where we make news. And I don't believe in this making news bit. I'm very part of the classical school of journalism. My journalism honing was done with this under Sunanda K. Dattare, Chidranand Das Gupta, all the old school of journalists and Veer and MJ and all of them. So what I see today, and we had learned something in journalism that there's something called yellow journalism. Fortunately for me, I never experienced that because I was with the Statesman, with the Telegraph, with a lot of sensible publications. Till the time I came, and then of course I enjoyed the Bollywood chatpata and all that. It was fine till I became, the focus, and that was not nice. And that's the first time I realized there is something called yellow journalism, and it hit me, and like how, it's not fun, and Ali knows a lot of it, because you're on the other side when things are just written nice, everything fine, it's all hunky dory, and then suddenly, it's like a viral thing, and there is no tenets. Nobody follows any rules. Everybody, it's a free for all, and they don't realize that in the bargain, they damage not only you, your family, but your children. And that is the most important, because my child was around 10, 11, 12 when, all sorts of blatant lies and stuff like that. Anyway, no, it was a shock for me. First I said, why me? And then I said, okay, fine. Now that it's got to be me, I've got to make the most of it. So I might as well just keep quiet. So for a moment, the best way I tried was insulating myself is by not reading newspapers at all. So here is a practicing journalist who just stopped reading newspapers, just whatever were the headlines I did. And I just wouldn't read newspapers. Tabloids were out, completely out. And that was the way I insulated myself, because I got the negativity out. And then slowly I realized the best is count your blessings. I said, look at me. I mean, I have come from Calcutta. Here I'm married to one of the world's, leading actors. He's a legend. I'm living with a legend. And I've got everything in life, a good husband, a child, good friends, fantastic friends, and wonderful. And there are some elements, and I used to look at them that way, and I said, poor thing, this woman probably is a little jealous. That man has some frustrations at home. It's okay. He's just taking it out. Instead of taking it out with his family, he's taking it out in the media where he can. So it's fine. So let me not get into that. And the best way, I thought, is not retaliate. And I think that was the thing which helped me. I remember when all this stuff was going, I remember Shyam Benegal, sent me a very beautiful message. Don't respond, don't retaliate, don't answer. And that is those
The
three.
mantra, would you say
mantra.
that is the mantra?
That is the mantra. When anything is really very negative in your life, just avoid that. Of course, I do a lot of reading. I have wonderful friends. Friends have helped me. I do a lot of reading. Eknath Ishwaran is one of Om's and my favorite reading. In fact, another thing very important is look into your health, like physical activity. It's very important for an actor, for anybody, I think. And in fact, I read in your book where you have to look into your health first, because health and emotional well-being go together, and that helps you in your spiritual awakening.
Yes.
In whatever way. And every one of us have a different spirituality. And religion is nothing I don't condemn, but I don't wear it on my sleeves.
Okay.
That's one thing. Second thing is rituals I don't follow. You know, being a Hindu, whatever. But yes, in my altar I have the Bible, I have the Quran, I have the Bhagavad Gita. I have the Buddhist, prayer wheel. I have everything because for me everything is very important. I may be, all muddled up like a khichdi, but that's the way I like it. And I think the most important thing is count your blessings, because I grew up in a Roman Catholic boarding school, and we learnt it, in our moral science classes. And I think it's so important. You have everything. Best is you have health, you have family, you have the basic necessities, you can, have some luxuries. Then why are we cribbing? If somebody has to make their money out of you, let them, so be it. And that's how I just tried to, through a lot of yoga, little bit of meditation, lot of reading, and I read everything. I read fiction, non-fiction, self-help books, and sometimes I used to read all these thrillers and murder mysteries and say, look, they're in a worse position than me, so I am blessed. And that's how I kind of got myself out of it. And there was a time I also used to watch a lot of Crime Patrol. I used to think, yeah, okay, that happens. Aren't I lucky that I'm not facing that? Good. And then, but of course, you don't watch too much of it, and then
It messes
finally,
your mind. It messes
yeah, I
with
had to
your
tell
mind.
Anup Soni, you're my 3 a.m. friend. I couldn't sleep till 3 o'clock. Just seeing his face, and so, but that's slowly, and then of course, the best is silence. Just lay low. Whoever has to say anything, let them say. Whoever has to bring it out, let them bring it out. You bring it out if you have to bring it out. You don't bring it out if you don't. You don't have to retaliate, I think. You have to lead your own life. And I think one good thing which happened by insulating the newspapers and the media, today as a result, I don't like reading newspapers. I have 5-6 newspapers coming. Sometimes I just look at the headlines. Sundays I do a lot of newspaper reading. I read stuff and all. But, I think I gave up full-time journalism because of that, period. And I started writing. Just now I'm writing. I was just talking to Carol. I've written a book last 3 years, and she told me, how come you've written this? Because, yeah, you don't expect me to write a book. It's on international child trafficking and inter-country adoption based on a true story of this girl who was trafficked out of India, abused in the US, went to foster care home, was
But
sent
that
back.
we will talk about that
Yeah.
in detail.
So-
But I want to know more about your, like how you've handled your inner self while handling extreme situations in life. So what were the points? What are the steps? Like
I
you
would
would,
s-
if you had to tell anybody,
I would
what
say,
would you do?
I would say just keep to yourself. Have your close circle of friends. Don't get swayed by everything and everybody. Don't go by the media. In fact, I was out of social media for a long time. That also helps a lot. And because
Lot of people don't come in the media. Some of them live their lives without coming in the media. So if they are going through any challenging situations in their life, so what are the pointers that you would give them?
So I would say this, that best is to insulate yourself for some time, for a bit, and then go back to social media, go back to your other stuff, exercise, meditate a bit, be a little spiritual, but live in the now. Enjoy the little pleasures. Like yesterday when I called you, I remember, and today you had this event, and you said, well, my Biden come. So I'm, talk. I'm, doing the bartan. So that is the beauty. I think that is what saved me. The sanity was living in the now, enjoying taking my, son to school, enjoying doing the household chores, just looking at the little things. That kept my sanity going. I think that's very important, to be with your friends, to be with your girlfriends, to enjoy shopping, to write when you had to write, to do your assignments, to cover your deadlines, all this together, I think, and just live in the now.
Okay, so do what is
Yes,
immediately
absolutely.
what has to be done. Do those things
Absolutely.
and let everything else fall
Yes,
into
and that
place.
also means your exercises, your, things like that. And look after your health. That is very important. Because when we're so worried about, and don't try to let anything get onto you. just insulate yourself.
Right. Great. Great. Wonderful. That's wonderful insight from you, Nandita, and I'm sure we can learn a lot from it, and a lot of students and a lot of elders, a lot of people in our situations can also learn from your pointers. Yes.
Why I was mentioning my book is I was talking about this girl who was in a really, really bad situation. I spoke to Carol about it. So when I was working with her for 4 years, I realized, count your blessings. Look how privileged you are. And all the time you're cribbing, yaar, make this, God, make this perfect, make that perfect. Why? God is tired. I've given you enough now. Chill. Rest is up to you. So I
Yes.
think that is a very positive attitude.
So count your blessings and be grateful for whatever we have. Yeah. Gratitude is important. Thank you very much.